Hey everybody, my name is Bobby. Welcome to Mile High Church. Thank you so much for spending part of your weekend with us, especially if you're new. Our vision, oneness revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. Our mission, to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. Before we get started today, we want to give you a look at a few things coming up around Mile High Church for you and your family. Sunday, February 8th, is our annual paper and personal care drive. So let's do some good and support families in need with shampoo, conditioner, body soap, body wash, lotion, deodorant, toilet paper, diapers, and pull-ups size 4, 5, and 6, and baby wipes. All proceeds benefit the Action Center. And join us this Friday, January 30th, for Sacred Earth Movie Night, Plastic Earth, an evening documentary screening at the Community Center. This film explores how plastic pollution impacts the planet while highlighting innovative technologies offering hope for a more sustainable future.
So this year at Mile High, community is one of our initiatives and our focus. And so I want to invite you to our upcoming Interfaith Seder honoring Tu B'Shvat.
And I'm so excited to weave live music throughout this sacred gathering.
You know, this beautiful Seder will be facilitated by Rabbi Jamie Arnold, and it brings us together in community for a fun-filled, soulful night of blessings, music, and interfaith inspiration.
Through song, readings, and ritual, we'll plant seeds of growth and awareness in our daily lives.
We also are going to have this amazing meal with fruits native to the Holy Land.
We can't wait to share it with you.
See you there.
For more information about anything you've heard today, stop by the Event Center or connect with us online at milehighchurch.org.
Good morning, Mile High Church. It's warm in here, isn't it? Well, say hi to our choir, Miss Rebecca. And this song that we think you know. Let's sing. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. Oh, well, I can say if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day, well, you gotta let it go, let it all go. And this
Meyer and the Mile High Choir.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura Berman. Thank you to the choir, Rebecca, and our Mile High band. Good morning and welcome to Mile High Church, everyone. Let me take a look at you. It's great to see you this morning. Welcome to everyone who's watching online. We at Mile High Church are a place to celebrate the divinity in all of life, no matter what might be taking place. I'm so glad you're here. I'm really grateful to welcome the leaders of our incredible prayer and care center here at Mile High Church. I have Lee Carlson here with me. He is our director of ceremonies and our prayer ministry here. We are so grateful for Lee Carlson, and I get to introduce you officially the first time our new pastoral care director and ministry of bereavement, Kelly Berry. Kelly has been a part of Mile High Church for over 30 years and just brings such compassion and love. Some of you might know Dr. Patty Lukenbach, who served this church in this capacity for nearly 50 years. And so it's big shoes to fill. And we are so grateful for the heart that you bring. And Lee, would you tell us a little bit about what our Prayer and Care Center does?
Absolutely. Thanks, Josh. So the Prayer and Care Center, we're built on a foundation of prayer, just like this teaching talks about the power of prayer. And you owe it to yourself to take part of, coming over to the Prayer and Care Center. We have licensed religious science practitioners that will pray with you one-on-one. We also have an opportunity for you to receive prayer online. You can fill out a prayer request at the window on Sunday or on Wednesday night over in the chapel. And you can also sign up for the Daily Pearls and get a little web link that you can click on, and you can submit prayer that way. And prayer is great. It's not just a 911 call or a crisis, but it's also an opportunity if you have an area in your life where you want to experience more growth and expansion. It's a great way to do that. And then we also offer everything, ceremonies from memorials, which we like to call celebrations of life. And then we also do baptisms and weddings as well.
Thank you. And it's not ethical to pray for the Broncos to win today, but I think we can ask for prayers for guidance and wisdom, and that they're filled with all the intelligence needed to win.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Good. Those ethical questions. That's Kelly, right. Anything to add?
Well, just how deeply honored and humbled I am to take on this role, and really want to continue with Patty's legacy of building up the Prayer and Care Center in terms of pastoral care and bereavement support. And if you're interested in serving that way, see me afterwards. And if you have any questions or thoughts, I'd love to connect with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kelly and Lee. We so appreciate you. Mile High is so very blessed, so very blessed. Before we move into our time of spiritual practice this morning, I want to highlight our peace candle over here. There's so much going on in the world, and sometimes I'd like to think that Mile High Church is an hour break from all of it. But we light that candle every week in memory of everything that's going on, whether it's people protesting for their freedom in Iran, people continuing to suffer and struggle in Gaza, people courageously enduring in Ukraine. And I'll just say, when I saw that video of that shooting in Minneapolis yesterday, I just cried. There are things that happen in our country that are a statement of where we are, but they're not a statement about who we are. And we light that candle and we pray to remember, even when our hearts are broken, to continue to pray for justice, for peace, and for wisdom, and in particular today, for our leaders to come together and to de-escalate the conflicts that are taking place there so that peace and justice can come forward. And so thank you for holding that prayerful space for everyone, everywhere. That's part of what we believe in this teaching. It's not always easy to do, but that's where we are continued to call to go. And so just holding that space this morning, we now move into that time, a song of quiet and of prayer.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the rush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of God is in this place.
When we affirm that this presence that God is in this place, we not only mean this building, we mean within us, around us, surrounding us, enfolding us, embracing us, the very essence of all creation, including each one of us. We mean that this presence is the presence that we faithfully turn our attention to, that we call upon, and that we feel the comfort of right here and right now. We mean that we feel this presence as the very peace that passeth understanding, that emanates through, in, and as us. We mean that we choose consciously this day and this moment in this prayer to be a place where the light shines through, where the love is real and eminent. And we allow ourselves to embrace this reality of who and what we are here and now, affirming and accepting that each of us has been guided to be here this day in support of this truth having its way in us and through us, through this time that we share together, and in support of this truth that we affirm and accept this as the truth of each person who is joining us in this service. We choose to accept this deep reality of who and what we are, such that we uplift one another, call each other to that greater reality of being, and allow ourselves to feel the sweet, sweet presence and the comforting balm of the divine love and light that is the truth of us, no matter what may be going on in our personal world or in the world around us. We mean that we declare peace here and now, in us, through us, as us, and in our world. And we stand together in these truths prayerfully and joyfully, allowing ourselves to feel the reality of them through every cell of our being, through our heart, through our mind, through our soul, through all that we are. And by meaning this and proclaiming this, we are so blessed, so very blessed, that we joyfully give thanks for the recognition of these truths right here and right now, and for the manifestation of them through this day, through this service, and through our day as we go forth from this place. Knowing we are blessed, we simply release this, letting it go and letting it be. Thank you, life. And so it is. Amen.
A meditation from this thing called you. Your faith can penetrate clouds of unbelief and reveal the truth which is forever perfect. Your words do not create this truth, they merely reveal it. By way of illustration, imagine yourself looking at the picture of a beautiful landscape. In this picture, there are trees, a house, a stream of water, a beautiful meadow, and in the background, mountains and a blue sky, dotted with clouds. You look at it long, contemplating its beauty. Now suppose that a colored glass is placed between you and the picture so that the picture appears blurred. Everything seems distorted, and yet nothing has happened to the picture. It is your business to remove the colored glass, because the picture is still there on the wall. It still may be seen. Mental statements are merely a method you use for clearing up mental images. Neither affirmations, denials, nor statements create the pattern of perfection, nor can they change it. They merely rearrange your thinking. If you could rearrange your thinking instantly, you would have instantaneous results. If it takes time, do not become discouraged, for you are working with definite principle, which cannot fail you. Your desire for self-expression is inherent in the divine pattern itself. And it is because you intuitively feel this pattern that you grope back towards it. Learn to trust the intuition within you, which causes you to sense the pattern. Say along with me. There is nothing in me which can obstruct the divine pattern. I know that every organ, action, and function of my being is acting in accord with the law of universal harmony. All doubt, fear, confusion, or uncertainty is cast out of my mind. There is a stream of life running into every organ and function of your being. This stream is always there. It never stops for a second. If it did, the universe would cease to exist. Inexhaustible energy exists at the center of your being. Therefore, learn to live without effort. Activity is the joy of life flowing through you.
That was then and this is now. I find my way back to here somehow. I knew you wanted to let me know. I told you
Laura Berman, everybody. Thanks again to our incredible choir and Rebecca Stoudemire. Aren't they beautiful? This is Bijou Barbosa. Thank you so much, Bijou. Mike Marlier on the drums and the gong. Rob, do you have any idea how incredibly talented you are? No, I know. And so that's my prayer for you, is that you receive that and you are such a blessing to Mile High Church. This is Rob Lowe, our band director. Thank you, Rob. Good morning, everybody. We've been doing Back to Basics workshops every Sunday, and today I'm doing one online for the online folks. You can still attend if you're in the sanctuary too. We'll start somewhere between 11:30 and 11:45, and we'll be exploring how the little things make the big things happen. So the little things you can do to help fulfill your goals. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm very excited to reintroduce our beloved Dr. Michelle, who, as part of our initiative this year of healing in community, one of the things that we want to work on that Michelle is so good at is helping us heal our relationship with money. And so she's helping to relaunch our financial ministry. My banking account and I have a relationship, and it's complicated. And so I look forward to participating in some of what you're doing. Will you please tell us some of the wonderful things you have in store for us this year?
Sure. That's a good status, interesting status for your bank account. I am relaunching the financial wellness ministry. We believe that we can create wellness in our finances. And I have a big vision. I believe absolutely through these teachings that all of us have access to the abundance of the universe, and that there's more than enough for everyone on this planet. And that it's just about, as that meditation that Reverend Casey led us through, it's about removing that vision that we might have, that glass that we might have that is keeping us from seeing the truth about ourselves and the abundance that can flow to us and through us. And so to support us in that effort this year, our financial wellness ministry will be offering some workshops around consciousness and some practical workshops to help us about managing money and our daily money experience, to remove it from the status of it's complicated to love. It's love. And we also will be doing a newsletter that we'll be sending out to people who'd like to receive it, to support and uplift. And we hope that you would love to be part of this wellness ministry. And if you'd like to join us, you can meet me out there in the lobby by the event center today. I've got brochures that tell you every workshop that we're going to do this year, and I've got a place where you can sign up to join our mailing list so we can start to send you that newsletter. We celebrate your abundance and know the truth of each one of you, so thank you for supporting this ministry, and I'm looking forward to it.
Super exciting. Thank you,
Yeah,
Michelle. Thank you for the blessing you are in my life and the blessing you are to Mile High Church.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you very much.
So I've loved doing this Back to Basics series with you. Our theme has been this thing called you, based upon the great book of Ernest Holmes. And in giving the final talk, I thought it might be nice to actually explore this idea of what is this thing called you? Who am I? Who are you? What is self? And the answer is that it's complicated. I, Josh, am a product of nature and nurture. I'm certainly the product of Mike and Lori, my parents, my brother and my sisters, my grandparents to a large degree. I'm a child of the 80s, so I'm a product of shopping malls, of Madonna and Rod Stewart songs. I'm a product of Captain Crunch, Sugar Smacks, Apple Jacks, Pop-Tarts, for better or for worse. I got my morality through 30-minute sitcoms, The Facts of Life, Different Strokes, Mr. Belvedere, Good Times, Give Me a Break. The list goes on. Sigmund Freud coined this term, the ego. And what he meant by ego is just your I. Your ego is simply who you think you are. It's not a bad thing, but it gets you into trouble when you think that who you think you are is all there is. If you think that, you've got another thing coming. But it's just who you think you are. Freud also told us this idea of the superego, which is the directing voice in your consciousness. For many of us, it's not our own voice. It's the voice of a parent or an authority figure. As we grow older, it might be the cruel voice of an ex-partner or the voice of the world that we hear. So much of our work in Science of Mind is to work towards having our superego be a voice of divine guidance, something that supports us and knows the truth of who we are. Freud also gave us this idea of the unconscious, that each of us has this subjective shadow aspect of ourselves that we are totally unaware of, yet influences us in all sorts of different ways through this little thing called neuroses. Decades before Freud was talking about the unconscious, New Thought pioneers in New England were experimenting with the idea that you could make suggestions of spiritual truths to individuals, and if those were believed, they could result in physical, psychological, and emotional healing. Ernest Holmes would expand on Freud's idea of the unconscious to say that we actually live in a universal mind, an oversoul, that our unconscious doesn't just contain our own individual thoughts and experiences, but at some level, the thoughts of the entire race. Kind of creepy when you think about it. We would call this today generational trauma. There's good stuff in there too. A protege of Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, termed this the collective unconscious. Yet for Holmes, in the midst of this collective unconsciousness is this one mind, and our divinity is there too. That the truth of who we are and our grandness and our purpose of life is also included in this universal mind. Now, for all of these aspects of the self that I've shared with you this morning, I have yet to share with you the one that is most important. And it is what I'm calling today the Spirit in you. The Spirit in you. Ernest Holmes, in this thing called You, shares, I know that I am one with God. I know that God in me is perfect. I know that my real nature is spiritual. I know that I exist in a boundless good, in a heavenly state, and in perfect being. I know that my mind is being acted upon by pure spirit. Divine intelligence guides me into peace, happiness, and success, into joy, love, and perfect life. The Spirit within me is perfect. The Spirit within me is boundless in its ability to accomplish. The Spirit within me is divine love. The Spirit within me can harmonize any sense of chaos or disorder. Do you believe that you have that Spirit in you? I believe you do. I believe that you have a Spirit in you that is perfect. I believe you have a Spirit in you that is boundless in its ability to accomplish. I believe that you have a Spirit in you that can be a harmonizing presence and force in the midst of whatever may be the disorder. That's how powerful you are. That's how magnificent the Spirit in you is. And our work in the spiritual living business is to learn to trust in the Spirit, to nurture this Spirit. Do I have an ego? Yeah. Do I have an unconscious? Yeah. Do I have a superego that's kind of a jerk sometimes? Yeah. Am I a part of this seeming mess of mind that's going on in the world? Heck yeah, I wish I could take a break from it sometimes. But the fundamental part of me is this Spirit. And that is the goal of spiritual living, is to treat that Spirit, to make it the center of our lives and let the rest take care of itself. We can cultivate our relationship with the Spirit in our lives. It speaks to us in grand ways and in the tiniest of things. Sometimes people ask me, Josh, how do you come up with those brilliant, inspiring, life-transforming talks? No, they say, how do you write those sermons, homilies, talks? What do you call them? And one of the things I share is that I make a date with inspiration. It's one of my favorite things to do, is to set a time where I know I'm going to connect with the Spirit within me and get to hopefully create something that reflects back to you your own wisdom. And it never fails to create this experience of feeling like the Spirit is working through me to write a message that usually I need just as much as anybody else here to deliver. How wonderful. Sir Anthony Hopkins, the great actor, has a new memoir, and he shares the powerful story of being an alcoholic, being under the influence and driving one night, and hearing a voice say to him, "Do you want to live or do you want to die?" And Hopkins answered the voice. He said, "I want to live." "Very well, then, go on and live now," the voice said. And Hopkins shared that he never had a craving to drink again. Now, I don't know what he had to do to stay sober every day after that, but the Spirit is grand in its ability to speak to us, especially when we're listening, but it has this tendency to grab us out of the deepest pain and agony as well. Dixie Willis is a congregant here at Mile High Church. She's right here in the front row. Good morning, Dixie. And Dixie shares the experience of being a young woman and in such pain that she began going about the plan of ending her life in the most violent possible way. And in the midst of her emotional agony and pain, she blacked out. And when she awoke, she found that there was a Bible on her bed, and it was turned to a page that said, "You are in this world, not of it." And Dixie shares, and now she shares in this beautiful book that she's just released called "You Are in This World, Not of It," how that phrase, that message from Spirit has been the guiding principle in her life. And she shares it in this memoir that's available at our bookstore and on Amazon. All the ways it shows up. She puts it in the lighter way. She calls it a soul tap. How many of us have ever experienced a soul tap? She defines it as such. She says, a soul tap is when you have an inexplicable sense of knowing without being able to understand why. Some people may perceive this as their intuition, a subtle internal voice, or a gut feeling. In many cases, if you pay attention to these soul taps instead of ignoring them, you will receive guidance and clarity where you may not have known you needed it. Dixie shares the story of just being a teenager and visiting Colorado for the first time in Steamboat Springs at a theater camp and getting that soul tap that one day she would live here in Colorado. Dixie, we're so glad you're here in Colorado. The work of our spiritual lives is to nurture this essential aspect of ourselves, our spirit, as the most essential part of who we are. I'm not saying your spirit is all that you are. I'll speak for myself, but I will affirm and know that the Spirit within me is perfect and I am still this mess of a man. The Spirit within me is an absolute love, and yet I still struggle with that part of myself that doesn't know if he can fully receive love or if he is love able. The Spirit within me is absolute clarity, and yet sometimes the only thing I'm clear about is how confused I am. We have all these different aspects of ourselves, but the goal is how do we make the Spirit the essential part of who we are, and how do we make sure it is the driving force in our lives? My ask of you at the beginning of this service, this series, this Back to Basics, and my charge to you for the entire year is to give 1 hour a day to your Spirit. Just give 1 hour a day to the Spirit, and life will take care of everything else for you. That is my article of faith. That's what I believe in for me and for you. You don't even have to take the whole hour at one time. You can meditate for 10 minutes in the morning, pray for another 10 minutes, listen to a song that honors your spirit in the car, connect with a friend where you see the Spirit in one another, practice a little forgiveness at night when you put your head down at the end of the night. Just simply give thanks for the soul taps that showed up in your life that day. If you can just give this hour a day to your Spirit, it will begin to become the harmonizing and creative power in your life. Holmes tells us, you are already a spiritual being. When the mind understands this and embodies its essence, that which you are in the invisible will become more apparent in the visible. Joel Goldsmith, a spiritual teacher and contemporary of Holmes, put it this way: always we turn our thought to God as the invisible source, and then watch how in a few days or weeks things begin to take place in our life that never happened before. Let me put this in a different way. Those problems that you have, those problems that I have, I don't have to go running in trying to fix them and solve them. I no longer have to be possessed by my problems. I can possess them, but I can simply go to God. I can simply take that hour to remember Spirit as the essential creative and harmonizing power in my life. My ego might think it knows what needs to happen, but I have found that there's something greater in me that knows the answer to what really should happen. We can get out of its way and allow it to do powerful, healing, and inspiring things in our life. Another way that we can do this, make this time for Spirit every day, is to work with our ego, to ponder some greater ideas for our everyday living. And so I have 3 to share with you today, and I'm calling them Live Like That's. Some of you may already live like that with some of these ideas. Good for you. But I'm guessing we can all do it a little bit better. And the first is to live like that in the way that you live like that there's something within you that always knows. Live your life like there is something in you that always knows. I know it sounds like a contradiction. My ego knows it doesn't know, but my ego can also know something within me does know. I don't know the answer. Something in me does know the answer. I don't know what to do. Something within me knows exactly what to do. And if I can learn to listen to that part of myself, to build a trusting and healthy relationship with this part of myself, I may not know what to do until I come right into the moment. But Spirit demonstrates itself with the right answer, with the right composure, with the right revelation of how to be, and the rest takes care of itself. In this thing called You, Holmes gives us the opportunity to do a little spiritual experimenting. He affirms, I know that I am drawing my good to me. There is a silent power of attraction within me which is irresistible. Now, he shares, mention to yourself something which you would wish to bring into your experience. Think it over for a moment so that you have a clear idea of it. Let's take that moment. Say, I know that everything in my experience is working together to bring this about. I am filled with calm confidence, with expectancy of good. I know that this particular thing is transpiring in the invisible at this very moment, and that it will become part of my visible experience. Everything within me accepts this. Again, we may articulate what we want from that ego, what we think should be and who we think we are level, but we're also nurturing the Spirit that knows. Can you imagine the difference in your life from being in a consistent place of frustration, confusion, and not knowing to living in trust, to giving in to flow, to not forcing but allowing the good of this Spirit to take place in your life? Live like something in you knows. Second, live like you are an immortal being now. Live like you are an immortal being now. Now, if you grew up on horror and science fiction, you might stop like me and say, I don't mean like be like a vampire who's 450. I don't mean be a Highlander. Part of embracing and understanding that you are an immortal being now means accepting and embracing that you will die. That this body of yours will at some point no longer be able to contain the magnificent Spirit of who you are, and it will decay and it will go away. However, living like you're an immortal being now means that your relationships are forever, like it or not. Living like an immortal being now means that you are a progressive principle, that the evolution of your soul is better and better, more and more, that the purpose of all life is to realize greater liberty, greater justice, greater freedom, greater unity, greater prosperity and well-being. That's the truth of all of us. That's why we're here ad infinitum. Embracing that you're an immortal being now means that there's no escape from your stuff. That your consciousness will always be yours. That it's up to you to expand it, to deepen it, to increase its quality, to bless yourself and others. All this year, I'm going to be celebrating the life of Carol Buxton. Carol Buxton, an incredibly essential practitioner to the formation of Mile High Church and its well-being. She passed away Sunday night, and she was my practitioner here at Mile High Church. No one gave me more support in the last 5 years of my life than Carol Buxton, an incredible woman. And I could talk about her for an hour, but I just want to share with you a little bit about my last conversation with her. No one was also more ready to release her mortal coil than Carol as well. That's why I say I'm celebrating her life. We're sitting there, and I saw her after that, but this is her last time that she could talk. And she, first thing that she taught me is to always keep a sense of humor. She said, "Josh, do you know what my biggest regret in life is?" "What, Carol?" "Not harassing you more." I asked Carol, is there something I can keep in prayer for you that we can ask our practitioners to keep in prayer for you? And she shared, "Can you please pray that I remain kind?" This can be a very frustrating experience, working with doctors and nurses and families that are all trying to do their best they can, but sometimes I get frustrated. That's all the prayer that she wanted, was to remain kind. The second thing that she taught me was how to live like an immortal being today. I said, "Carol, can we send visitors every day to come and see you?" And she says, "If someone needs to come see me, for them, they can come see me. But I prefer to be alone because this is such an important time in my life. This is such an important time of my life," which is a perfect Carolism if you knew her, because no one was more dedicated to their personal growth, to their understanding and growing of love. And in watching her death, she taught me so much about how to live. Right? And I know more than anything that she is a part of that incredible beloved that sewed her into being, that I know she's a part of now. And for all of us here who love her and know her, we can always feel that laughter, and we can accept her now as a guiding principle in our lives in so many incredible ways. Living like you're an immortal being now doesn't mean that you're going to live forever, but it means this essential part of you is indestructible, and it will carry you through any seeming obstacle. Lastly, and this is a point I make here at Mile High quite often, but it's to live like you are beloved. Live your life like you're loved. I've learned all I need to from living like not love. Right? I can't step into the true love story of my life unless I am willing to let go of the not love stories that keep me stuck. To live like you are loved is to know that you have an inexhaustible source of love, spirit, guidance within you that is ever giving of itself to you. And if you are open to it, it will provide to you everywhere around your life. Many of you who know me as well, you know that there's an essential line of Ernest Holmes in this thing called you, which has been the spiritual principle that's guided my life. And it's this: dare to lose your small affection. He says, dare to lose your small affection and find it multiplied 1,000,000 times through greater union. And my whole spiritual and personal life has been a call that says, Josh, think you've loved enough? Guess again. Guess again. Early on in my life, I wanted to be a writer. And God said, you need to be a minister. There's people involved there. Go and love them and find who you are. Becoming a minister, I thought that's fulfilling relationships enough. I don't want to do the whole personal family thing. My friend April came back into my life with her beautiful son, and we created a family together. Think you've loved enough, Josh? Think again. Senior minister in Seal Beach, California for 7 years. Couldn't be happier. Church is finally dialed in. Great place to be. Some guy named Roger Teal calls me. Think you've loved enough? Think again. Moving to Colorado, I finally get this home office. It's been on my vision board for years. Guess what, honey? I'm having a baby. Oh, think you've loved enough? Oh, wow, I'll tell you. Think again. Dare to lose your small affection. In the last year and a half in my life, I have learned to love more through loss, through devastating loss. You know what I'm talking about? For me, losing a parent, walking through a divorce, the ego struggles because the ego can't stop these things from happening as hard as we try. And you think in this loss that it means I'm going to love less. Love even more. Think you've loved enough? Think again. You get to love your dad even more. You get to love your family even more. Dare to lose your small affection and find it multiplied 1,000,000 times through greater union. Where in your life, right now, are you called to love even more? Which means to show up with greater transparency, greater openness, greater willingness to fluidity and change. The love takes care of itself. I'm going to invite Kelly Berry, our new pastoral care director, to say our affirmative prayer today. But one more quote from Holmes as we close. I believe in myself because I believe in God. I accept life fully, completely, without reservation, holding to the conviction that good is the eternal reality, that God is the everlasting presence, that Christ within me is the eternal guide, that my life is complete today.
I invite all practitioners to please stand. How good it is to be in this place at this time, in this sacred energy that we feel in every vibration in our body, in the beating of our heart, in the breath that goes in and out, that we have experienced on every musical note, every word that has been shared, every person we sit next to, every smile we have exchanged, that we trust to know that that is God. We feel it, we know it, we trust, we allow it to be. It is in perfect harmony, in balance, in guidance, in clarity. And just as I know this for myself, I know this for each and every individual. That we are always, always connected to our infinite source, divine wisdom, that love intelligence that has its very breath within us. And that in this beautiful container of love, that we do not let go of what is going on in the world, the violence, the chaos, the unrest. All of that is the truth of what is going on in this material world. But there is this place that we know that we can see, affirm, stand in the truth of this light, this balance, this harmony. And as we leave the sanctuary, as we step out into that light, we bring it with us. We carry it forth. This teaching, these words that were shared today, the hugs that we've received, the handshakes, that we know in this moment that we are held in God's arms. And it is with great gratitude that I express and share this truth. And it is from there that I release this prayer into that alchemy of love where law leads the way. And together we say, and so it is.
I will not be someone other than who I am. I will fight to make my stand. 'Cause what is a living if I can't be free? What is freedom if I can't be me? Take me down. You can hold me, but you can't hold what's within me. Pull me round, push me to the limit. Maybe I may bend, but I know where I'm not going. I am not being broken. I will not be broken. I will not be broken.
Thank you, Laura Berman. Michelle, do you want to tell Kelly that she has to do the prayer every week now, or do you want me to?
I think that's good. It's
Yeah.
part of her employment contract
We'll
now.
go.
Well done, Reverend Josh. Thank you so much for this beautiful message. Thank you, thank you. In his message, Josh quoted our founder, Ernest Holmes, who talks about expectancy of good. And I would say to us that every time we give into life in any way, shape, or form, we are demonstrating our expectancy of good. Our expectancy of good for ourselves, and as we give today through the tithes and offerings, our expectancy of good for this church. So thank you for whatever you choose to do in that regard, and for your expectancy of good on our behalf. And you can do that today as the baskets are passed. You can do it online to the text to give number in any way that you'd like, and we celebrate and give so much thanks for that. And as we do this together, we invite you to affirm the truth with us. Let's say together: divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. Go Broncos. And so it is. Had to get it in. I had to.
Good morning, yes? Here's a song about just allowing ourselves to be in this moment. Who are you in your mind? So concerned with your own space and time. But you feel like there's something more. You hear voices from your past saying who you are and how you should act, but you only want to close the door. Feeling so confined, you search for a sign to tell you where you belong. Surrender to the moment, yeah. 'Cause in a moment it will be gone. It's the letting go of what you can't control anymore. Awaken to the presence, yeah. The only place you can do no wrong. There is nothing else, so forgive yourself and know that you are born in this moment. Yes, yes you are. Cluttered thoughts in your head about events that have not happened yet. And you wanna turn the whole thing off, turn it off. We'll stop the movie and break the reel. Start all over and make a new deal. Well, maybe you've had enough. You've had enough. Well, you're never really here.
That was a Laura Berman original song that she wrote. Isn't that wonderful? And there's a lot more of those where that came from. And Laura has a table out in the lobby today where she's got her music available. So if you would like to take some of her music home with you, please stop and see her. And at the very least, stop and say thank you to her for her wonderful presence here with us. Thank you, Laura Berman. We are so blessed by you. Thank you, thank you. If you are brand new here at Mile High Church, say in the last month, in the month of January, we are so grateful for you. How many of those, this thing called you books have we given out?
Almost 90 books.
Almost 90 books. That means we've had 90 new guests joining us. And I think some of you are probably in the room today, and our ushers are coming forward now. They're watching out for you all, because if you are new in this last month, we've got a special affirmation card that our ministers have created that we would love to give you. So all you need to do to get it is to wave or stand up or something and get the attention of one of these ushers. There's one right there. Come on. Yeah, put your hands up high so we can see you. And we're so thankful that you're here. Please take this home and affirm the truth about yourself and know that we love you and bless you and thank you. And we invite anybody who would like to be surrounded and enfolded in prayer to come forward. As Lee mentioned at the beginning of the service, practitioners are here. Our prayer forms are out there in the lobby and the counters along the windows. We're so grateful to pray for you, so let us do that.
Kelly, back up for the third time. You're leading our bereavement ministry. I'm so grateful. Can you tell us a little bit about what you all are up to?
Yes, so we have our first workshop of the year, First Steps. It's Friday night and Saturday for anybody that has suffered a recent loss. And then the first Sunday of every month between services, we're doing conversations on grief. And it's just a little blip to be in there. And then we have other things coming up. Please look at the website. And again, if you're interested in joining, we'd love to have you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you to you and your team. There's a Knitters and Crafters groups that starts tomorrow in the community center, so the hangover after the AFC Championship game. So grateful for this group, and they're creating these for good in the greater community. I'm really grateful to be doing a workshop. I think we'll start right at 11:40 a.m. today. So just show up. We're talking about how the little things make a big things happen, and take these back to basic ideas and put them in our life, so you have time to drive home and join us as well. So grateful again for Dixie. She's going to be standing next to me in the greeting line. If you want to get her book from the bookstore or just meet her, I'm sure she'll sign it for you too. So thank you, Dixie. With that, let's stand and say a benediction and then our peace song. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind, my body, and all that I do. I give thanks for it, and I accept it, just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life.